Synthesis of Corruption was my favourite game, but it only beat this game by a hair. This is Roots Devour, and it's probably the most innovative game of all the games we're going to see tonight, and it is that for a few reasons. First of all, it's a deck builder, but honestly, to call this a roguelike deck builder is probably not really doing it justice. There's a lot of really clever ideas it uses. The main one being that it is played from the perspective of the bad guy. In this case, we are an eldritch entity that has been brought back to life due to a religious cult who have basically worshipping the elder gods. And our first action when coming to life is, of course, to promptly murder everything. Your goal in the game is to spread and propagate until you control, well, everything, and you sate your never-ending hunger for blood. And the way in which it does it is that you spread your mass of tentacles. It's not a Japanese game, don't worry. You spread your massive tentacles, consuming things and using their blood to sustain you and allowing you to spread further. And the two main things in the game you need to worry about are blood, which you get from your victims, and water. So basically, water will keep you alive, and the whole point of the game is to get as far as you can. You die, you use some of the blood that you've gotten from your run to upgrade your abilities, and then you try again. So I am probably not doing it justice by trying to explain it, but I have played about an hour and a half of the game, and the fact that I've had it for only 3 days is probably tells you something. The only reason why I haven't played it more is just because I had so many good games this week. I had to split my time across all of them. Yeah, but this is a genius way to play a game. You're an eldritch entity, a dark god, and you just want to kill everything. So let's have a look at the skill tree. You can see I've been playing this for a little while. I've unlocked a few abilities like increasing the amount of water I can take with me on a run. I also have a number of different creatures that I can find. So you start off being able to kill rats, and then frogs, and then things like deer, wolves, and then of course finally human beings. So we've got snails as well. All of these require blood. I don't have a whole lot, but you can see I've kind of used. I've mainly been using all of my abilities to increase my reservoir of water and blood, which basically gives you that time in the field, so it can make your runs longer and allow you to collect more resources. So let's jump in, and we'll start at the beginning of the game. I'm into the third zone. So I believe there's about 8 zones in the game, so I'm not even halfway through. And even if I had unlocked all of them, there's all these different abilities that you can select and take with you and swap in and out. They're boons that you can have. So let's start at the beginning. But I love games where you get to be the bad guy. Okay, so here we are. Start of the game, you begin with a small amount of blood and a water reservoir of 110, which I've upgraded. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to start consuming all of the creatures around us, taking their blood. So we'll take this snail out. Can I get to the... Yep, I can. Now, there are these other cards that will give you a penalty, and in this case these thorns will, if you cross a thorn, it'll actually take the blood out of your reservoir, so we're wanting to avoid those and consume as many rats as we can just to get our power up, and then we can find an altar. Now, what happens too is as you kill and you raise your blood reservoir, you can use some of your blood to use these cards, and they're usually a pack of 3 cards, like a little booster deck. You throw them down, and then they will give you a bonus. So in this case, I'm not going to do that because I can cross over to this. I've got a few upgrades that increase my ability to extend my tendrils or tentacles. Although, as I said, we'll use tendrils. That's probably a better way to describe it. It's not that sort of game. Let's go over to the watchtower here, and that will unlock this section here. So this is the second. Once you find these altars, these are basically spawn points. So when you reach this, you can start from that location in future. So this time I'm just going to try and get as much as I can. I'm going to farm up some blood. We'll have a nice long run here, hopefully. I've got a lot of water here. Very nice. And of course, you will get stuff added to your deck. You can get cards that you can play directly when you find them. Look at all this blood. Okay, so this is the second spawn point. We're not going to hit that just yet. I'm interested in going over here. No, we'll do it. Why not? As your tendrils stretch out, you can feel the barrenness of this land. Arid sand marks the features. In the midst of it all, a dead tree stands out, drawing your attention. The sharp crack of tendrils brushing against the dead branches startles the gathered birds. It's then you realise what drew you in. The blood is calling you. Once the flock disperses, a broken corpse is revealed. As the branches snap, its fall sends a jolt through your tendrils. I'm going to get body fragments because these are cards that we can use at our discretion. And we can use the body parts to spread our influence. So we'll take those. We're going to feed on some ratty rats. Oop, I've got an oxen card. Now these are really cool. This will, if we use this, it will decrease the amount of blood that we need to use to propagate ourselves. There we go. Deep in that forest, baby. Okay, I could keep going up here, but I'm pretty happy with the progress. I'm going to head over to this. Can't get to the deer. Okay, now we're kind of blocked here, and this is probably a good spot to use a booster pack. There we go. Corpse pile. We'll take that. And then from there, I should be able to connect to this rat. Savage, and then to the altar. Looking good, looking good. Now we're kind of down, we've used half of our water supply, so we're not going to make it all the way through, but what we are going to do is just collect a ton of blood, and of course blood is our currency. We only get a percentage of blood, so on the average run you may pick up 100 or 200 blood, and the average upgrade's probably north now of 1,000 blood. Oop, I'll take that, acidic soil. So occasionally you can find these cards you can just use whenever you want. They go down here when you're in your hand, where you can just bust them out whenever you need them. I would like to get that frog, but I don't think I can. I cannot. I can take that snail though. Let us go this way. Now, these paths of corruption are basically just free highways where we can just go a huge direction into the forest with very little cost. I'm going to take all these frogs, these snails, because I can. Oh, look at this. I can go this way. Oh, look at this. Savage. Just reckon. Just reckon, son. The cards you shuffle into your card pack. Growth or nature? Probably challenge I want to get rid of. Let's go those. Ooh, I haven't been this way. Alright, let's maybe chuck this here. Actually, we'll use acidic soil. That will destroy all the trees in the way. And then we can go up to the body parts here. There we go. So we've got some spare cards. We're doing quite well. Okay, we're kind of blocked. We can't go anyway. Yeah. I think we're stuck. If I go over here, I imagine it'll be much the same, but... Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. We're completely blocked in. That's okay. It was what I expected. We're actually nearly low. We're nearly out of water, so I'm probably going to have to return soon. But let's use some of these other body fragments. See if we can head over to here and get some more. I want to collect some more blood. We do have time to get some more. Remembering the more blood we collect, the more that I can take with me for more upgrades. Because the goal is to make ourselves as powerful as possible to spread as quickly as possible. So, okay, so that without some way to destroy stone, which we don't have yet, I can't really go any further that way. So, go that way, and I wonder if I go up to Tadpole. I was trying to be sneaky, but I can't do it that way. That's okay. Oh, we're out of water. That's okay. Return to the altar. Wow, that's not too bad. 1,000 blood. Oh, look at that. 666 blood. Very appropriate. Okay, maybe let's spend some. I would really like that, but some items you can buy, some boons you can buy, but others you have to unlock as you progress through the game. So, blood of snow. I really want that, but I'm not. I don't have any way to get to it. So, we will unlock this mutation here. There we go. This human once thought he could escape all of this and find peace, but the darkness of the forest eventually consumed him. At least now he can find peace in eternal sleep. Ooh, what's that? Well, I guess it's time to delve back in again. We'll start again. And this time we'll start in the deep forest. Does digestion will now give you residue after using them? Nectar, that sounds really good. Okay, we've got some more boons, we've got some upgrades, let's test them out. Okay, we're a little bit deeper in the forest now. But, what will the altar give us? Ooh, card back. Okay. And some Ratus. I've upgraded the rats as much as I can, so we get a ton of blood when we kill rats. Oh, corpse mutilation, we want that. Okay, we're good. Spread across the corruption now. Even a few hours into the game, your progress in this is very slow. It's a very slow-paced game. But, with that being said, it's very addictive. The whole thing with me in this game is it's just got that, oh, just one more try sort of vibe. And that's what gets me every time. I'm like, I've done probably about a dozen runs in this game, and like I said, the only thing that stopped me from doing more is the fact that I've had so many good games this week that I've just struggled to do all of them. It's been a good week this week. I've gotten some really good indie games, and it gives me hope that there's still some good games coming out amidst all of the AAA trash that's infesting the industry right now. Take that acid soil, thanks. Can I go that way? Now, I could use acidic soil to open this up, but to be honest, it's very small, so we'll hang on to it because this is a very rare card. And I want to try and focus on getting to the next area, so get the rats. Let's go nectar. Oh, no thanks. Okay, so this apparently will... Oh, okay. Yeah, it's basically a bonfire style card, and I don't want to use it just yet. Here we go. I'm going to move to the path of corruption. We're nearly out of water again. That's the main problem. We're always running out of water. Your runs are, and this is upgraded too. I've got like several upgrades to my water supply. Okay, I'm kind of at my limit now, so I'm going to drop an acidic soil this way. Because I can't spread any further north. That was a bit of a waste. Can't really go any further. I guess let's try this nectar card. I'm curious. I'm curious to see what it does. I'm assuming we get to keep a little bit more of the resources without, if we choose to return to the altar early. Not a whole lot. Yeah, you get very little blood in a run, so you're gonna have to make your peace with having to take a very long time to progress, but you know, it is what it is. I'll take that snail upgrade though. That means now that snails will be initial blood plus 25. I'd really like that. Yes. So I'd like to see, son. We can get that mutation as well. Why not? Oh, copy of rats. Yes, please. I really want that. I don't have the blood. Yeah. Okay. That's okay. That was pretty good. Let's go for another one. The thing I like about this deck builder is that the rounds go very quick. You don't have to, you know, it's not super punishing when you lose. You pretty much, you know, you get as far as you can. You lose, you head back. You learn a little bit. You'll make a bit of progress, and the whole game is centered around trying and failing and figuring out the best way to make it through to the next area, and also to try and power level to get the best upgrades, because the biggest stopper in this game is water. You're always going to be running low on water, and you're going to have to strategically think about the direction you want to go, because you've only got so much water you can spend. In my case, this is where I came from, so I don't want to expand that way. I want to expand to the right. I would like to hit that altar, though, for some cards. Okay. We kind of know what we're doing now, so we can just hit these rats up. Travel the path of corruption. And then to the rat. I kind of wish there was a way to get more water mid-run, because you're always running out of water all the time. Like and you start off with a very low amount of water. I've upgraded it several times. I prioritized upgrading water, just because I know that oh, that's going to be expensive to spread that far. The thing too is the further you send a tendril out, the more water it consumes. So you want to try and be very careful about, very deliberate. I'm going to spend some blood and see if I can get lucky here. I'll take that. I'll take that. We'll see if we can. Oh, that's way better. There we go. And we'll spread there. So you can see I would have lost 60 water just trying to spread that far. You want to try and focus on spreading your roots as little direction as humanly possible, because short roots are I was going to say short roots are the best roots, but you know what I mean. Okay, we're doing better now. Okay, Mr. Snail. We're making good progress. I need to get across to here, so I'm going to have to use another card, but The question is, which card? That is going to absolutely decimate my water. Okay, let's maybe... I wonder if I can... If there's a deer just sitting here, it would be right, but I'm going to use a bit of blood and hope for the best. That's just cruel, bro. Okay. I don't really have anything to use, so I'm gonna have to just eat up some. That's such a lot of water gone to waste, but we've got no other way through. Like, I can't get a card here. I've tried it. Frog, and we'll head to the path of corruption again. This run's pretty bad, but it's random in the game. Sometimes you get a run where you get all the right cards in the right spot, and then other times like this where they just throw every roadblock possible at you. Okay, I could potentially go north, but I want to try and go to the right here, so maybe what I'll do is I've got all these digestion cards. Let's use one of those. Now I can eat this deer, because that will give me a ton of blood too. There we go. And I could follow the rat footprints. There's some rats. Well, that worked out well. And the snail. We've run out of water though. Damn, good wolves. Now I can't eat this deer anyway, so I can spread the residue though. And to this frog. Oh bugger, I'm gonna lose it. I'll take these body parts though. I will take this one. Oh, and here comes the jackal. Bro. Yeah, this is a bad run. It's a bad run. Got smoked. I could put some body fragments over here, but I get the feeling all of these will be thirsty roots. They tend to, the roots and some of the traps tend to grow in clusters, and they'll often cover an entire area, and you have to bust your way through. So I don't really need to go through here, so I'm not going to waste resources trying to. I'll just chuck some body parts down. Yeah, I just casually throw some body parts on the ground. It's all good. We're out of water, so pretty much played out about now. Might be time to head back. Let's use the nectar card, because I don't have any water. So hope I at least get a couple of... Oh, that's not too bad. 973 blood. That's nothing to sneeze at. Now, of course, we only get about 25% of whatever we gather, so... I will take that Raticus though. Ooh, forsaken item. Can I? No, I can't get it. Okay, we've kind of done all we can. Let's go to the third region. Now we're up to where I am now. We've gotten up to the harder part of the game. Yeah, this is where things get really difficult because we're up against some of the tougher adversaries. There's other Eldritch gods, and they're not all sympathetic to our cause. They're hungry too. So at times we're going to be competing for food. In this case, we've also got the cult, in which some of them are a little bit miffed that their elder god decided to turn them into a meal and have decided to warn the appropriate authorities, and then we'll get the police and the FBI turning up. But again, we are an Eldritch god, so there's little these guys can do to me except die. It's the water, that's the thing. If they shut off the water, then unfortunately that's going to halt my spread. I'll take those frogs. Ooh, if I take this, I can shuffle some extra cards. Something to think about. I'm trying to spread to the next area, so I'm going to try and be responsible with my... That's gonna be expensive. And I don't see a way to break the rocks here. I think we're gonna have to go this way. I can't bust on through. Because I need to be destroyed by rare means. So yeah, I haven't figured out how to destroy rocks, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. I'm an Eldritch god, and I can't smash a boulder. Like, bro. I can kill legions of cultists with, you know, and park rangers and police, but a boulder stops me. Let's yeah, that way's kind of played out. I need to figure out how to destroy boulders. So we'll head over to the left. Oh, there's one of the cultists. Now, they've been warning the authorities, which means that we've got the cops and the FBI on us. I hate it when that happens. You're just trying to murder people and the cops turn up. Okay, we'll take that frog too. I've got to figure out how to get up here, so I guess it's time to bust out a deck. I can destroy these roots, or I should say make them consumable. Yeah, that worked out pretty well, if I do say so myself. Okay, we can drop some residue about here. Hell yeah. Squeak. Okay, we got some work to do. We're gonna hunt that man. Now, there is a serial killer in the game. He'll just randomly murder people, and you can find out more about him as you go on. You can find clues, you can find his victims. There's a lot of these little dynamic events that happen in the game, and I think the reason why I like this game so much is that it's a lot more engaging than other deck builders. Like a lot of deck builders, you sit there and you're just flipping cards, and you're like, oh yeah, whatever. And it's very easy to switch off, but because this game has a lot of stuff happening, and a lot of mini games, and there's like a lot of unlocks and other cool stuff, you kind of never find yourself bored. Like I was always like, oh, what does this do? What does that do? How do I get past this next section? There's like a part of the forest that's blocked off with boulders or roots or something, and it almost plays out like a puzzle game sometimes. I am thinking we drop another card. I mean, I'm burning through all my resources, but this is the problem. This area of the forest is really nasty. There's just not a lot. I don't think I need that many digestion cards. There we go. We'll head this way. More dead bodies. Take that. Now, fortunately, we're just about out of blood. It's not water this time. It's got us stuffed. It's the blood, which is something I might be able to fix, I think. Because there are some creatures back here I didn't eat. Deliberately, I didn't eat because I was trying to save my water. By spreading every time with your tentacles, you do consume water, but it's a bit of a balancing act. Do I use up some of my water and get some blood, or do I hang on and see if I can make it a bit further with a low blood count? So, again, it might be time to drop a body part. Now, this guy, he's a serial killer. He's going to go in here. I always never managed to get him, but let's try. I don't think it's going to work because he's pretty well blocked in. But I can do something like this. Here stands an inconspicuous cabin, almost blending in the darkness of the forest. The footprints on the ground suggest someone's been here recently. The sign on the door is severely weathered, but the numbers 1432 are faintly visible. Okay, so let's Oh, I see. 1 4 1 4 3 2. So 1. I'm not going to have enough blood to do this, by the way, but 1. Bro, okay, I don't know what happened there. It said 1432, so I went for the first one, which is 1. But whatever. Yeah, I haven't figured this out yet. I don't know why it doesn't work. I mean, I'm assuming that has to be 1 because it's top left. 1 4 3 2. But I'm guessing maybe this sign will. I don't know. I'm not that fluent in Elder God. I'm guessing I have to decipher it. Okay, we're just about bingo on blood, so I'm gonna try and find some edibles. Not those edibles, some animals. Oh, I'm out of blood. It might be time to head back. Oh, I can't. Guess we're heading back one way or another. I overstretched. That's the problem. I overstretched. Yeah, bugger all. That was my fault. I got over ambitious. Let's see if we've got enough to unlock something, though. Oh, just enough. What mutation is this? Forest animals in the world have a 10% chance to be replaced by their mutated versions. Okay, I don't know how helpful that's going to be, but... yeah, I think the only thing about this game that people may find frustrating is that it is a very slow progression. But honestly, I like the way that this game works because each of the runs, it feels like you're playing a puzzle game. You have to pick a direction. You have to pick what your goal is. Do I just want to farm as much blood as I can? Do I want to reach the next section of the forest? Do I want to try and solve some puzzles and earn some unlockable mutations? It's really up to you. And there's no right or wrong answer in the game. It's really very forgiving. You play as far as you can. You fail, you go back to the hub. You spend some of your you spend some of your resources to shore up the areas where you're weak, and then you try again. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna try and head north. I'm busting on through. We know where we want to go. We want to head north. That's where I'm headed. To the north. Now you can see how quickly your water reserves deplete. So you really do want to pick a path. I want to go this way. I want to focus on X. Let's drop it here. Oh, and how's that for good fortune? We've got a digestion card, so now we can eat both these deer. Oh, and a frog. Oh, here comes the money, baby. Look at all that. Now, obviously, animals will, as you consume them, they don't last forever. And after you've eaten up all the animal's blood, they die. So you're always on the lookout for more victims, shall we say. Oops, there's our serial killer. I'm going to try and avoid him this time because I didn't work out that puzzle, so... Acidic soil, we want that. And boomski. So again, I'm trying to make it to the next region because that will unlock some more boons for me. So go to the corpse fragments. And then on the path. Then to hippity hoppity, get off of my property. And I want to go to the right, so maybe residue. So I like to see, son. Now, of course, water's getting scarce now. So I've got to wrap this up while I can. Yeah, I'm not worried about that serial killer. I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. I just don't want to burn through hundreds of blood right now trying to burn through that puzzle and figure it out. We're doing all right, so it's not like I need it. I will take those body parts though. Our serial killer friend's been busy. Let's drop our way up here. Again, we're under half of our water supply left. I can't go too much further, so I'm just going to keep headed north. To the north. My lord, please have mercy. These are not my clothes. The Lord made me wear them. It's in the misunderstanding. Shut your mouth, you lowly heretic. You knew this day would come. Look, where is your God now? Go on, scream. Call your God to save you. I am coming, my son. I bring wisdom and a little bit of death. We're getting really bingo on blood, though. I need to find some fresh victims, so I'm hoping we can get over to our friends there and say hello. So how do you do, fellow cultist? What seems to be your boggle? There's a sneaky Demolition Man reference there. Okay, let's I want to go up to there. Bugger, I can't get up there. Okay, we can finally get some blood. Could it be? No. My work is not finished yet. You are finished. You are very finished. Let's take out Mr. Cultist. I can feel you if you really are some kind of deity. Take everything from me. I have no faith, nor do I seek your mercy. Beast. They went to the... He just flipped his friends. Oh well. Acidic soil. We use that. And then I can do this. And then that. Precious water resources. So yeah, these springs are the only thing in the game which will give you water. So 2 fountains. So basically we've got some fountain cards. Very useful. We can head up this way. Ooh. So head to this altar. Perhaps a new location. If we're lucky. Ooh, Powder Cask Knight. I do not have anything to get past the roadblock. I will take those though, and we will use them up here. Oh, all around the watchtower. Let's go. Oh, I see. I see our next location. But look at our water supply and look at our blood supply. It's not looking great. I'm going to head down here and see if I can find... Is there any victims we can... Yes, we can. We can annihilate this frog. This is why I deliberately didn't just destroy everything in my path. I kept some strategic food supplies kicking around in case things got a little bit dicey. There we go. That ought to sort the blood situation out for a little while. We'll take you too. There we go. It's a little bit of the old ultra violence. If I can get a digestion card and get past those, I can rescue that knight. Well, rescue him from his existence. And let's get residue up here. look how low our we're running on fumes. We are running on fumes. But I think this is, yes, we've done it. We've done it, son. Made it to the altar. I've been trying to get here for ages. I just couldn't do it. With each climb, the clamour from the summit becomes more palpable. It's the cries of livestock and the thuds of pounding beating in rhythm, like those from the cultist memories. The closer you get to the summit, the thicker and damper the air becomes. More sounds flood in, fabric rubbing, metal clashing, fibres snapping and more. Where we need water. Your roots discover a small spring beneath the damp soil, filling you with a sense of delight. We needed that water. So now, even if we fail, we will start from this point, because you can see that even with the well, we're kind of tapped out. No pun intended. We're at our limit. I'd like to go this way, but I don't have the resources, so... Actually, no, we can. We can always spread this way when we start, although... Yeah, no, we'll go this way. I may regret this, but we're kind of at the point in our run now where we're going to die soon, so let's find what we can. Figure out where to go next. Oh, I've got acidic soil. What we can do is we can rescue this knight. So I'm going to use acidic soil on these trees. Boom. And then we're going to do that. Buddy, look what you've done. No worries, just be careful next time. So I got the acidic, or the powder keg knight. Now they're different companions, which will follow you. So basically, other beings of the forest that are a little bit ambivalent to you. So you can use them as you see fit, sacrifice them, get them to do things for you. I've got a few of the forest fairies that are a little bit naive, thinking I'm just here to help everybody. By help, I mean help you into the afterlife. But hey. Let's get rid of growth this time. I always use nature. Oh, damn, I meant to pick the other one. It's okay. All good, all good. Let's spread this way. And this way. Okay, it seems like this is kind of a dead end, this direction. I'd like to get to that well, but to be honest, we're kind of out of water. We're played out right now. I'll use the last of my water, or yeah, the last of the water, just to spread and gather as many resources as I can. Kill some rats. Yep, we're out of water. We're kind of on the edge anyway. It doesn't matter. We made it to the next point. So now when we return, we can come back and pick up where we left off. Whoa, look at that blood, son. Yes. That's what I like to see. We'll be able to afford an upgrade with that. Now, normally, again, this would be the time where I drop to the next game, but we're going to do one more run. I mean, we busted ourselves trying to get to this next section, so it would be a shame not to check out what's here. And also, I think I can unlock a mutation, maybe? No? Again. Very nice. All right, one more run. We're at the altar. We're halfway through the game. Now, when I say halfway, there's a bunch of other stuff we have to do too. So, halfway through the core campaign, there's still a bunch of quests and secrets and stuff I have to figure out. Oh, okay. So that we can get all these flesh chunks, just to make our lives a bit easier. So I'm going to do that. I really want to spread to the right. Oh, there's some good stuff in here. I'm going to go with acidic soil. This is going to take moisture from me. I really don't want to do that. Yep. Okay, let's drop a booster here and hope for the best. Still no good. Let's use acidic soil on these. There we go. Now I can do that. Oh, hello. Oh, it's a triple. Oh, baby, a triple. Let's go. That was worth it. That's a ton of cards. Oh, I wish I had more of those. Okay, we can use this other residue card. Oh, rats. Flesh chunks and more rats. So I like to see. We're going to need another card to drop here. It's getting pretty rough now. Okay. Let's see if the Firefly will work. Yep. Okay, looking good. Eerie frog. Can be captured directly and serves as a blood bag. Oh, it's a mutated frog. These are rare as hell. It's basically a frog that won't die, and then they can just basically... you just get continuous blood out of them. How do I connect them? Or collect them? I want to capture them. Let's see if we can... This way. Okay. Now I can head up to here. Of course, roadblocks everywhere, but we can just skip straight on past. You know what to do, son? If I had the disintegration ability, I'd wreck those roots and let myself through, but getting there. Roadblocks everywhere. I have to get through here next, so I have to use the other Firefly card. Because I don't have digestion, do I? No. Not digestion, the weed killer or whatever it is that kills plants. Oh man, we're nearly out of blood again. Not blood, water. We're good on blood. Okay, we're definitely going to need some more cards. I've got nowhere to drop this. There we go. Okay, let's go with digestion, and then we can potentially use the deer. As I suspected. Oh, we've made it. Your tendrils wrap around the ankle of an animal. It was a human. With a light squeeze, one of its limbs detaches. Ouch! Its desperate cries are swallowed by the drums and thunder. As it falls hard to the ground, the other tethered animals stagger from the sudden shock. In the pale whiteness of thunder and light, the animal was horrified to find it had fallen on the burning torch. With a scream of bullying, tongues of fire spread along the rope. It's fire. Oh, what's going on here? No, cut off my hand, please. The commotion attracted the attention of the worshippers, who immediately burst out laughing as they looked at the animals lying on the ground. They synchronized laughter like a prayer drowns out the thunder, merging with the heavy pounding and drums echoing through the valley. These guys are a whole barrel of laughs. I don't know. Usually, if one of my bros was like running around engulfed in flames, my first reaction probably wouldn't be to laugh. I mean, I have a pretty twisted sense of humor, but that's messed up even for me. Let's we're nearly out of blood, so we need to water. So we need to make this quick. It's one down. It's getting tighter and tighter. Come and help me. The failure to notice you frustrates you, and you stretch your tendrils towards them. The panicked look looked ridiculous compared to the face he used to laugh at the animal. Their skin starts to tear, revealing vine-like veins and tongues of red flame bursting forth from the gashes. What a joke. What is this monster? Use fire, burn it with fire. Amidst the gunshots and the waving of torches, you feel the fragility and helplessness of these creatures, but then you are angered by their disrespectful actions. Thus, a desire begins to rise in your mind. Slaughter. Oh, that's a pentagram. That's a nice touch. Prey slaughtered. Very nice. You must have realised by now Mother and I have always been watching you. These insects steal Mother's blessings, but are never satisfied. So this is basically the spirit of the forest, Flora, and she has been helping us by offering advice and also exchanging the blood that we bring back for our upgrades. She's got some very goth mummy energy. We, on the other hand, must reclaim them for Mother. Everything that is within Mother's reach belongs to her. but I think you can also feel it. This gift is not enough to satisfy Mother. No need to worry, I will finish the remaining task for you. Next time I hope you'll be more careful. See you soon. Okay, so we've gotten a new boon. Oh, Owl has died permanently. Oh, I liked Owl. So there's another forest spirit called Owl, and you rescue these different spirits of the forest, but obviously we're not doing it for for their benefit over here. I need to tell you something. Extend your roots to me. Forbidden fruit. Okay, now I'm interested. A deja vu passed through your mind, but you quickly dismissed your unease. Various sounds, faint and unearthly, ripple through your thoughts, seemingly flowing in the link between your tendril and hers. Gradually, the sounds converge and then disperse like mist. Each of them sounds different, like those of mice, of stones, of the wind, of vines, of spring, anything you've ever seen. They seem to calmly give you a command, or at least you feel that way. Find it. Find the forbidden fruit. This is a trade. If you find something like this, bring it to me. Or perhaps you want to hide something instead. Then it's a deal. I'll give you the location of the swamp, where it's said that an ancient race still worships the forbidden fruit. Okay, so we need to head to the deep swamp next. Now, I would, again, I've said it twice already, but I'd love to keep playing this game, but I've actually got some other games to show you tonight. This is one of those ones where you could spend hours and hours and hours playing the game. I'm only a few hours in, but already you can see that it is a very slow burner style of game. It's pretty chill though. Like there's the penalty for dying in the game is pretty small. The runs are very quick. You can jump in and play it for 5 minutes or 5 hours depending on how much time you have. But like I said, the only reason I haven't played this more is because I've been spoiled for choice this week and I've had a ton of really good games. But yeah, really, I did not expect to enjoy this as much as I did. I was looking through the different games that were coming out this week. I saw the Lovecraftian style influence in the art style, and I was like, I don't play a lot of deck builders, so I'll give it a try. I expected to play it for an hour, and then, okay, next game. And I was very pleasantly surprised. If you're a deck building fan, or if you like H.P. Lovecraft or horror in general, and you're looking for something a little bit different, this is a really, really good choice. I would definitely come back and play this again. In fact, I'll probably play this. I'll probably have to queue this up into. I've got a list of games that I'm going to come back to, and this one just made the list. It's really good. In fact, I think all the games tonight will probably be sitting somewhere on that list because they're all pretty good in their own way. But I've got another game to show you or two, so we're going to move on to that. Yeah, go and check this out. Like I said, really surprised by how much I enjoyed this one. It works really well with my schedule too, because you can just jump in and play it for 15 minutes, half an hour. The runs are quick and easy, and I think you'll like it if you're into deck builders.